Hey guys, what's up? NimbleSloth, and today I thought I'd bring you a Koa'ki Meru 5-fist Handtrix thing deck. It's pretty much Koa'ki Meru 5-fist. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. But it's a deck I've been testing around with over the last few days on YgoPro and a little bit on DN. After testing it on YgoPro, because I usually just test out a deck on YgoPro for starters and then go on to DN, play it a bit more competitively. But yeah, the deck's been doing pretty well. I know you see the Fire Hands and Ice Hand and Traptrix and you think, oh, this guy's just going on the hype train, but generally the engine is just very good. Traptrix, Trap Hole, this current format is just very, very good, and the fact that it's searchable. You know, you can search for your deck using the Traptrix. This deck just likes to thin itself. It's just a very fast deck, and so I just thought, why not just make it even fast by adding Fire Hand, Ice Hand, and Traptrix into there. And this did kind of, I did kind of get a bit of inspiration for this deck, the additions, because at first I wasn't running the Traptrix or the Fire Hand and Ice Hand. So I was running stuff like Maxi, and it was a bit more of a, I don't know, a bit more of a, I don't know, I just didn't run those cards at first, and it was okay, but I was losing out to a lot of different things. And then I saw this version at top to regional the other day, over the weekend I think it was, Saturday, that ran 3 Fire Hand, 3 Ice Hand, and I liked the idea of the deck. But there are a few things I didn't like about the deck. For instance, it ran 2 Traptrix, Trap Hole, as well as Bottomless, and I thought, well, why not just run Traptrix and Melio? Plus, I find 3 Fire Hand and 3 Ice Hand, you know, you kind of open with 2, and you never really want to open with 2 of them. I know the chance hasn't really gone down too much by running 2 of each, but I just find it to be a little bit more consistent. Plus, he ran main deck Black Horn of Heaven, no breakthrough skills, and personally I just feel breakthrough skills too good this format not to run, especially considering the deck only has Traptrix, Trap Hole as a way to kind of negate effects. So I thought I'd run breakthrough skills instead, and this deck's been doing very, very well for me through testing, and so I thought I'd show you the deck profile now. So let's start off with 3 Koa'ki Meru Knight. This is your main Koa'ki Meru monster. You bring him out, and then you reveal an Iron Core of Koa'ki Meru from your hand, and special summon out another Koa'ki Meru monster from your deck apart from itself. And the monster you usually special summon out is the next monster, Koa'ki Meru Crusader. Koa'ki Meru Crusader is a 1300 level 4 monster that simply says, when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, add 1 Koa'ki Meru card from your graveyard to your hand. This is very good because 1, it adds back Knight, 2, it adds back the other utility Koa'ki Meru monster I now run, as well as Diamond Core Koa'ki Meru, which is a very important card in the deck. Next card is the utility Koa'ki Meru card, Koa'ki Meru Ice. I was running Koa'ki Meru Tornado, I think it's called, which is a wind level 4, and it simply says return return a card from your hand, Iron Core Koa'ki Meru from your hand to the top of your deck, and destroy all special summon monsters your opponent controls. This card, similar kind of deal, except it reads during each of your end phases. Oh yeah, that's kind of obvious. You can either reveal 1 continuous spell instead of a monster, like most Koa'ki Merus, but it says you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 special summon monster on the field. This can be pretty useful for ditching dead cards. You know, you can ditch, if you have a second Iron Core in your hand, you can ditch that. So it just destroys a special summon monster on the field, which is always very nice. Plus, it's another water in the deck, so Abyss Dweller becomes very, very good in this deck. And Abyss Dweller is just one of the most important cards of this format, because it has so many different effects that it can negate this format, in my opinion. So next card is the 5-fist Engine, which is 2 5-fist bear and 2 5-fist gorilla. I was running 3 bear, 1 gorilla and 2 bear, 1 gorilla at one point, but in the end I found like two of each is good, especially now considering I'm no longer running mystical space typhoons in the deck, and back row destruction can be very important. Plus, gorilla doesn't specify whether it has to be face down or face up, and so if they have a continuous trap card that say if they have Vanity's Emptiness, I can just pop a 10 key, pop the Vanity, pop another one there face down, pop another one there back row, get rid of the Vanities. Even if it's like, if they have a, I don't know, goes and match and I want to go for a Koa'ki mirror play, I can go gorilla, destroy 10 key, destroy goes and match. It's just very, very useful at the moment in this current format, and bear, you know, it's always been good. So 2 of each I'm finding is a great number. Next, I'm obviously going to be running Wolfbark because I have 4 different targets for it. Then I have 2 Fire Hand, 2 Ice Hand, and then 2 Traptrix Mermelio. I don't have any ways of special summoning the Mermelio, but I don't really find it necessary to special summon it all that often. Usually, I mean, it's just pretty much there to search out my Traptrix trap holes a bit quicker, thin the deck a bit quicker. So, and thinning the deck I found is very useful, especially for getting to the important card, which is the next one, Ironcore Koa'ki Meru. This is the card that allowed your Knight to make all his plays. The guy who topped was only running 1. I understand why he was running 1, but I prefer to run 2. Koa'ki Meru Ice can ditch the second if you have it in your hand, seeing as you only ever need the 1 in your hand, but I just prefer having 2 in the deck. I mean, you can get to it quicker and it just gets your plays rolling a lot quicker. Next card is the card that searches out all your Koa'ki Meru cards, including Iron Core, Diamond Core Koa'ki Meru. You can also banish it during your main phase, I think it is, to make all of your Koa'ki Meru monsters indestructible for the turn. They can't be destroyed for the turn. So very, very good if you kind of just want to beat down with 1900 and 2000 attack beaters. So yeah, very good card. Next, seeing as I'm running, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm running a lot of Beast Warriors. I don't exactly know the number straight off the top. Let me just count it. 6, 9, 11 Beast Warriors. Obviously going to run Tenki and Fire Fists. You know, it's this kind of, if you're going to run any kind of Beast Warriors, you're going to run Tenki, especially if you're running Fire Fists. Tensu, you know, same kind of thing. It's very, very good in this deck. It allows you to completely just fill the board up in one turn and go for very big pushes. One change I have made is no MSTs, and instead I replaced all 3 of my Mystical Space Typhoons with Forbidden Lance, because Forbidden Lance is an amazing card and it's never really a dead draw. If you draw it, and you know, even if your opponent has no set back row, it can be used as a combat trick, you know, damage step trick, where your opponent attacks you, you decrease their attack, and your monster lives. So 3 Forbidden Lance, it also protects all your monsters when you're going for your aggressive pushes. So yeah, Forbidden Lance, great card. Prefer it over a Mystical Space Typhoon right now, especially since the artifacts are a thing, and you know, you blind MST a Sanctum and it's never really a good thing. You blind MST a Moral Attack, it's never a good thing. Whereas Forbidden Lance, it's just very good. So next I have 2 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, and then 2 Breakthrough Skill, 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn Warning. I've always been a firm believer that I'll always run Compulse over Solemn, but Solemn Warning is just becoming a very, very good card this format, because any kind of special summoning is just very, very important, and so Solemn Warning just stops all that nonsense. And then 2 Wiretap and 1 Reckon Power. The person at top ran 3 Wiretap. I still think, I mean, I can understand why he didn't run Reckon Power, simply because he only had the 1 Iron Core, and it could be a dead draw, and it still can be it can still be a dead draw in this deck, but most of the time it isn't, because I have 2 Iron Cores. And you know, you open up this and an Iron Core and you're going against Hat and they set 5, pass the turn, you know, end phase you play Reckon Power, you're usually in a very good position for the next turn. Onto the side deck, this is just kind of to battle the current meta. 3DD Crow, very, very, very good card this format. You know, they're about to trigger their mole attack, you banish it using DD Crow. You're against the rogue matchup like Dark Worlds, you know, you just banish their Grapher. It's just good in a lot of situations, and I think 3 is just a great number. I mean, I could be running 2 Max C in this side deck, but DD Crow's better at the moment. After a lot of testing, I just find 3 DD Crow is amazing this format. Next is Dark Hole. Dark Hole's still a very, very powerful card. It always will be, and it annoys me that not enough people are playing it currently. Even if it's just in the side deck, Dark Hole against any kind of spam deck, to be honest, any kind of deck that just says, oh, I'm just going to fill the field in one turn, like, I don't know, Sylvan's a deck that likes doing that. You know, you got the Mythic Rulers, you know, you just got a lot of different decks that like to spam the field, and Dark Hole's just very good for blowing it up in their face. Then you got 2 Nobleman of Cross out, as well as System Down for the Gear matchup. The person who took was running 3 Nobleman of Cross out. Now, I understand Gear armor is the main problem in the deck. It's what gets their plays rolling. But System Down is System Down, and it's just very good, simply because if they do make their plays, you can just, once again, similar to Dark Hole, just blow it all up in their face and leave them with nothing. Next is Soul Drain. Soul Drain's just great against Mermails. You know, it's just an extra Abyss Dweller in the main deck. You know, it's just good. 2 Black Horn of Heaven. You know, it's just very, very, very good card, this format. 3 Debunk. I like 3 Debunk this format. It just stops everything. And then 2 Rivalry of Warlords. Rivalry of Warlords is just very good. You side out you just side out the hands and Traptrix Melio, and voila, you can pretty much beat Hat there and then. Just very good against a lot of decks this format. You know, it's very good against Hat. It's not very good against Gear. Very good against. I'm actually struggling to think. It's just good, okay? Just trust me on it. Right, next cards are the extra deck, where I run 2 Tiger King. You know, you're running Beast Warriors, you're running Tenki and Tensu, you're going to have to run Tiger King because he's just very good. Abyss Dweller, like I said, it's just a very powerful card this format, and with 3 water monsters in the deck, he can become very, very problematic for the opponent. 2 Exciting Knight. This deck just doesn't generate too much advantage, like that often. It does trade mostly 1 for 1, and so Exciting Knight's a very good card for any spam deck, any deck that does generate a lot of advantage. Exciting Knight, Fire Fist Cardinal, seeing as I'm running 4 Fire Fist monsters. Digust of Emerald, because you do get through your deck very, very quickly using Knight, and so just reloading your deck is very important. Diamond Direwolf, Black Ship Accord, Go Cowboy, Ragnar Zero, Crazy Box to combo with the Tiger King, so you can kind of make a 3000 beat stick, and then Heartland Draco, because going in for 2000 is very, very good. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Let me know what you think of it. Comment down below, hit like, subscribe, and expect within the next couple of days a deck, not a deck profile, a video about my thoughts on this current format and how I feel about this format. Pretty much, it's not so much a format analysis, a meta analysis or anything. It's just my thoughts. So yeah. See you later, guys.